Greetings to all of you there at home, family. We are back again on Navigate. We are doing life, and as usual, I'm not alone. I'm with my lovely boy.
Yay. Hello everyone, my name is Charlott. We are back again at Navigate. Today we are discussing questions that you should ask your boyfriend or your girlfriend before you say I do.
Yeah, recently we've been seeing a lot of divorces. I saw someone's status even saying, hey, the way people are getting divorced, it's as if marriage is no longer the thing. Let's just do hit and run and get it over with. But we said, that can't be right. And we've realized that people go into marriage without discussing or having a frank talk. And we felt today, let us discuss those things. What are some of those things that are very serious, that are very foundational to marriage, that should you not get to them, or should you blue tick them, they'll definitely haunt you inside that marriage.
Yes, so part of the questions that we've compiled is you should ask your fiance or your girlfriend or boyfriend about your finances, your debt, your credit score, so that when we go to that marriage, we know where we are standing with each other.
Finances are very important. And I know in most of the time as guys, we are not so open in terms of salaries, in terms of the income that we make. But definitely, this is one of the foundational questions that we should be asking ourselves. I personally have seen posts, I've seen tweets, Facebook statuses of girls saying, hey, if as a guy you are going to say 50-50, then why should I submit to you? Because I'm paying half of the bill, you are paying half. So these are some of the things that you need to discuss, to say, going into marriage, are you expecting a 60-40?
Or 80-20?
Yes, because obviously finances are key. You are mentioning a very critical point about debt. A lot of times people have went into marriage without discussing debt. You get married, community of property, your fiance has had a previous debt that is coming in with it into the marriage, and you're not aware. Only when now you are in it, and then you're like, yo, so much debt, how will we handle it? How will we pay? I have had conversations, love, with people who are saying, I can no longer buy that car that I wanted. I can no longer buy myself the phone that I want, because here is a heavy debt that we are carrying with my partner, and we didn't get into it, both of us. I only find out when we now got into the marriage.
So yes, it's very critical that you discuss such things. You discuss your debt, you discuss your credit score, you discuss your finances, so that, okay, now that we are about to get married, how are we going to finance our life? Are we going to ask mommy to finance our life? Because yes, when I was staying home, maybe mommy was financing my life. So now how we're gonna do it now that we're gonna stay together? And you just have to be transparent about it. If you're earning less, I should know as your partner that we don't have money, so this is how I'm planning on financing our life. I will be able to take a decision then with whether ngiyashala or.
Just unfortunate to say this question is always based on guys, to say, as a guy, obviously you are paying lobola, you want a wife, so you must foot the bill. But I feel at a particular point, especially when we're getting married, let's both come to the table and let's discuss, to say, okay, as much as I'm a guy, obviously I'll always be expected to bring a bit more than you as a wife. But in terms of now growing, in terms of building, what are we saying? Are we saying guys should always foot the bill, or we meet halfway? As I said, there are women or ladies whom I've seen their posts who are saying, If you want me to submit, if you say you're a man, I bonagale squamen.
No, hence I said we must sit down and discuss. So if I know that you can only provide 20% and I have the 80% and I'm signing up for that kind of a marriage, then it's fine. I'm disagreeing the thing Guti says then
surprise,
it's surprise you don't have the 80 that I thought you have. Now you are coming with your 20. But if I sign up for that 20% of, then we are good.
I think I like what you're saying, element of surprise and signing up, because in marriage we need to understand, as much as there's societal pressure, there's family pressure, but it is your decision to make. And once you agree or you decide to overlook some of the red flags that are there, that your fiance is showing, whether future hubby, future wifey, once you sign up, you are in. But I like what you're saying, because that pushes that frank talk to say, let's talk. Let me get to know you. How are your finances? Let's put all cards on the table so that we don't get that element of surprise to say, hey, by the way, that SUV I was driving, it was my friend's, not mine or mommy's.
And such communication or such talks, they open you, even if things go bad when we are now in marriage, we know how to handle them. It becomes easy to handle them. So yes.
Yeah, once we do not talk, we cannot handle whatever
that's
challenge.
Gonna come, yes. Yeah. Okay. Secondly, second question.
Yes.
I think you should ask your partner about the education level that they are in, because wow.
Yeah, but look, no pressure. I think for me, love, to give it more, meat, to say, not really to say at what level are you in, but in terms of where are you in terms of education, so that we are able to plan in terms of budgeting, because obviously if you are not done with your studies, we go into marriage, you might have a wish of furthering your studies. So we need to know about that. Secondly, if you are in a degree and I vow to say I'll never marry a profession in XYZ, whilst when now you are busy studying for that, once you qualify, obviously it will be a problem, because I'll say, oh, this most person is
the one that I don't want
in that profession. Or even worse, post marriage, you're like, hey babe, I think I need to go to school. Oh, good, self-development is good, go to school. Then boom, you do that course that is in that profession that I vowed I'll never marry in.
For me, education means the type of career that you're gonna take. So yes, if we are studying towards let's say business, we need to discuss, okay, since you are studying business, it means you're gonna have businesses, or maybe you are planning on owning companies, and for you to reach there, obviously it takes
a lot of investment, a lot of money.
Yes, so we need to discuss
a lot of months where there's no money.
Exactly. So we need to discuss in that period where when you are still trying to build your company and all that, where we're gonna get them. And so it's important that we discuss the education. Maybe you are planning on being an electrician, and electrician, they go to work at night. Remember, they get
they call out night shifts, depending of course on the work that they are doing. Or you are a miner, the next thing, boom, I'm all alone in bed at around 10 p.m. and I'm like, this is not what I signed up for. So education refers to career. So obviously, let's talk about education, let's talk about career, let's talk about the prospects. As I'm saying, worst scenario, get into marriage, then boom, you are now doing something that totally throws us off, and it's no longer for the benefit of the marriage. But very key, love, we must emphasize communication and being frank. Tell me your future goals. Yes,
I need to know how many kids are you planning to. Oh yes, as part of my question number 3. I think you should ask your partner, how many kids are they planning to have, and maybe your partner already have other kids, you also need to ask your partner, do you have any other kids maybe that I don't know of? Because no one wants to get married to someone and then later on you find out that maybe he have 2 kids or 3 kids or even one, like it's a surprise to you now.
So family setting, I think very critical. Let's discuss that. Background is very important. We cannot start a new family without discussing the past. Do you have kids? Yes or no? The family where you come from, what is the belief? How many siblings do you have? Will I be expected to cotiza? Will I be expected to...
True.
So all of these things are critical, but also, love, I think part of that, we need to, as much as we deep dive into the family dynamics, where you come from, the cultures that you follow, things that you expect the others to do or your partner to do, it's also health and lifestyle.
Yes, I need to know whether you're an outgoing person or indoor person, because now I don't want to get married to you. We were going out, you are not this person, we're just doing this to satisfy me. Then when we are married, all kusekhaya, then umuntu uqala ukukhipha ama-true colors ukuthi no, mina ngumuntu othanda ukuhlala endlini or mina ngumuntu othanda ukuphuma. So now you are confused with how mara muntu wami ngoba we used to do this together. So we need to discuss and see, okay, I'm this kind of a person, but I will try and accommodate you, ngihambe nawe, but mina ngithanda ukuhamba, or ngizohlala nawe but mina ngithanda ukuhlala.
Look, these things may seem small, but they do have potential of leading to a divorce or the marriage not being nice. And look, love, I always say, if you marry someone doing something and they strongly believe in it, rather address it well before time than saying, let's tie the knot, I will convince him or I will force him. I won't listen to you because you are not my parent, you are my partner.
And I've been doing this for a very long time, so why now? And you also
used to do
it with me, so now why are we fighting about it?
Because this is how I am, this is who I am. And I've seen couples, love, that have said, let's end this thing because now the drinking is a problem. And the other partner is like, how? But we were drinking all along, we were partying all along. You knew this was my culture. You knew when they didn't want me, this is what we do. Because I would tell you, we're doing this ritual. All of a sudden, when you no longer practice culture, you are a Christian or whatever the case. So these are the things that we feel you should discuss. Your health is very important. If you've got chronic sickness, let me know. I must not find out the day we married and you passed out. Then I say, let's rush to the doctor now. Boom. Surprise.
Asthma.
Whether it's a chronic disease that I was not aware of. Obviously it will be a shock. Obviously it will hurt me to say, but this person, we vowed to be true to each other, to be loyal.
Never disclose it. I'm sick.
Now you are
this chronic.
now you are in it. You'll feel trapped by this person, and obviously that leads to frustration. That leads to withdrawal from the person.
Yeah, you'll withdraw because you feel like we don't trust each other. He was not honest enough to tell you. So what more is he hiding?
Yes. So definitely, family setting, number of kids, health, and lifestyle can have a huge impact on
your marriage. So it's questions that you should ask your partner prior to. I do. Thank you very much for watching Navigate today. I hope to see you guys again on the next episode. Aww.